Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that presentation. And can I thank you genuinely for all the time that you have given us today so that we can discuss with you these very important issues. Now, I have never subscribed to the view that this is a bilateral matter. Of course, India and Pakistan have to talk to one another, but there can be no decisions about Kashmir without the involvement of the people of Kashmir and the Kashmiri diaspora around the world. And so I think it's really important that as British parliamentarians, we seek to use our position in the House of Commons and House of Lords to ensure that those voices are heard in the British parliamentary system as well. I think you're absolutely right that we should use our role on the international stage to ensure not only that the human rights abuses are dealt with at an international level and are not just talked about, but where possible, we are able to bring those abuses to an end through diplomacy. But also, we have to look to the future, and that is the future of the people of Kashmir to have that most basic fundamental human right to decide by whom they are governed and how they are governed, something that we in the United Kingdom enjoy as a basic human right. And I think that it would be unforgivable if the eyes of the world turned away from the plight of the people in Indian occupied Kashmir at this time of coronavirus crisis, that we look in on ourselves at a time of crisis, because actually these injustices across the globe are injustices to each and every one of us if we believe in humanity and the human race. I would like to know from you, Mr. President, in addition to the measures that you've outlined that you think we could use our positions in the British Parliament to further the cause of the Kashmiri people, what more do you think we can do to try and open up that discussion, to facilitate that discussion between Pakistan, India and the Kashmiri people on the future of Kashmir? I've always believed it will take some form of international leadership, in the same way that the Clinton administration ensured that Senator George Mitchell was the go-between between the British and the Irish in terms of difficulties that we've had in our own islands, and likewise the Carter administration with the Camp David Accords, the Clinton administration trying to push for peace in the Middle East too, and the Norwegians showing leadership with the Oslo Accords. I do think there is room for some form of international leadership, and whether or not that's Britain that takes that role or the United Nations or some other third party, I think it's important that we ensure that the sides that have an interest in the future of Kashmir are brought to some form of early talks, if that is possible.